What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Bears Profit Plays YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the content in this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel below. Also, be sure to stick around to the end of this video for a quick message from our team. Let's get into the video. All right, Trey, let's get into some MLB picks and props for Saturday, May 27th slate of games. Take a look at that leaderboard. Start us off.
Yeah, I'm 0 for 0 so far. We are recording before my game ends. I gave out the Padres money line against the New York Yankees. I really was worried about it because Joe Musgrove is on the mound for the Padres. But the Yankees, they're throwing out a rookie in his first MLB start, and he was terrible in the minor leagues this whole season. So I expect the Padres to get to him early and cash this bet for us.
Yeah, I have the Washington Nationals tonight on the money line going up against Kansas City Royals. That's my play. It has not started yet, but we all know the outcome is going to be an L for Jordan Lyles on the mound of the Kansas City Royals. So that's going to be fun to watch tonight. But Trey, let's look at our picks for tonight. Start us off.
Yeah, I'm going to be attacking the Los Angeles Dodgers at the Tampa Bay Rays game. This game's going to be epic for a couple reasons. The first one is this is a rematch of the 2020 World Series, and both teams, they're looking like they might be making their trip back there this season. The Dodgers, they have the second best record in the National League with a 31-20 record, but they are 14-13 on the road, though. The Rays, they have the best record in baseball. They've been red hot all season with a 37-15 record with an impressive 24-5 home record. And the second reason I love this game is this is going to be an epic pitcher's duel. Los Angeles, they're throwing out one of my all-time favorite pitchers in Clayton Kershaw. Kershaw, he's pitched in 10 games so far for the Dodgers and turned that into a 6-4 record with a 2.98 ERA. And Kershaw, he has been struggling here lately, though. He has lost 3 out of his last 4 starts, so that does need to be noted. In Tampa Bay, they're throwing out Tyler Glasnow in this game. If you're like, wow, I haven't seen that name in a while, it's because he has not pitched very much over the last couple years. This marks Glasnow's first start just in the 2023 season, as he did get Tommy John surgery after the 21 season. And he did only pitch in 3 games total last year, and it was over the last few weeks of the season. But Glasnow, we know what to expect from him. If he touches any part of his form of what he did in the 2021 season, it's going to be epic. Or even what he did last season in his 3 starts there. He pitched in 11 2/3 innings and only allowed 1 run on 6 hits in those 3 starts. So Glasnow seems to be back to form if he catches anything of what he was last season. But both these teams, they're going to try hard, both their batters. They're going to try hard to make these pitchers work in this game because they're both top 4 when it comes to scoring runs. But give me the Tampa Bay Rays here, money line at -112. They've just been too good at home. They played 29 home games and have only lost 5 of them. Parlay that with the fact that this stadium's going to be rocking and the crowd's going to be going with Glasnow back on the mound. This play just makes too much sense. So let's go Tampa Bay Rays money line.
Yeah, Trey, I like the play for my MLB play today. I'm going to be looking at the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the Minnesota Twins. We have a couple studs on the mound in this game. We have Pablo Lopez for the Minnesota Twins and Chris Bassett for the Toronto Blue Jays. I'm going to start with Lopez, who I think is one of the best pitchers in the MLB. But over the last month or so of baseball, he has been inconsistent. And it's not like other pitchers' inconsistency because we know he has the stuff to be great. But he has had a couple games where he's given up 5+ earned runs when we know that's not who he is. He gave up those runs against the Nationals, which I understand now because I talk about them all the time now. And I've watched them a lot. And then the other one was Kansas City Royals, which there's no excuse for that one. You can't give up 6 runs to the Royals. You just can't. But other than that, those starts and 1 start against the Dodgers, he's been very good this season. He has allowed 2 runs or less in every other start besides the 3 starts I just mentioned. He doesn't walk a lot of hitters. And besides the 3 games where he allowed those runs, he doesn't allow a lot of hits either. This will be a tough matchup going up against the Blue Jays. But I think he's going to be up to the challenge. So I like him in this game. Then for the Blue Jays, it's going to be Chris Bassett. And this is a guy I've talked about a lot over the last month. In the last 4 games, he has only allowed 2 earned runs. In his last game out against the Tampa Bay Rays, he allowed those 2 runs, but he had 6 runs total given up because the Blue Jays had a lot of errors in that game. He has also just been a dominant force for the Blue Jays this month, pitching 31 innings and giving up only 16 hits in the month of May. He has only 1 start this season where he's allowed more than 2 runs, so I like him in this game as well. And I think you guys know where I'm going with this play. I'm going to take the under 8 runs in this matchup between the 2 teams. 2 really good pitchers here, one going up against the Minnesota Twins, who have not been good this season batting, and the other going against a tough Blue Jays offense, but I trust Lopez to go out there and pitch a great game. So give me the under 8 in this game. Trey, let's take a look at our player props from yesterday. Start us off.
Yeah, I'm 0 for 0 so far, still here. I gave out Juan Soto over 8.5 fantasy score versus the Yankees, and Shane Bieber under 5.5 strikeouts versus the Cardinals. I have the supreme confidence both these picks hit, and by the time you watch this video tomorrow, I'll be 2-0.
Yeah, Trey, my 2 plays tonight are Bo Bichette over 1.5 bases I've never lost, and Jordan Lyles over 2.5 earned runs he's never won this season. So, I'm feeling good with these 2 plays tonight. We're going to sweep the board tonight, Trey. Let's look at our picks for tomorrow. Start us off.
Yeah, and I'm going to be going with Christian Yelich for my batting prop over 6.5 fantasy score versus the Giants. And this number is just too low for what we've seen Yelich do here recently. He's been turning it on. Over his last 10 games, he's batting .306, and he's accumulated 11 hits, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs, and 6 runs scored in those 10 games. But I am a little nervous about his pitching matchup here with the Giants because they're throwing out Logan Webb on the mound. And Yelich, he has struggled historically against Webb, and he's only faced Webb in 2 games, and he's turned that into only 1 hit in 5 at-bats. But I expect Yelich to get a hold of one in this game because he has been tattooing the ball here recently. And parlay that with the fact that he's being placed at the top of the batting order in every game. It just makes me love this play because we're going to have a lot of opportunities for him to cash this over for us. So give me Christian Yelich to go over 6.5 fantasy score versus the Giants.
Yeah, Trey, I like it for my batting prop. And I'm going to take Jonathan India over 1.5 bases going up against the Chicago Cubs. Jonathan India will be going up against Jameson Talon in this game, who has been absolutely horrible over his last 3 starts. He's given up 14 earned runs in 9 1/3 innings pitched over his last 3 games, surrendering 18 hits as well in those games. His ERA has ballooned to over 8 on the season. I like India to knock him around in this game. I still think Jonathan India is the best hitter for the Cincinnati Reds. Statistically speaking, he does not have the best batting average on the team, but he does have the most hits on the team. He's collected 54 hits and has a .289 batting average this season. The Cincinnati Reds just pounded the Chicago Cubs yesterday with Hunter Green on the mound. They no-hit them into the 8th inning, and I like the Reds to do it again today with Jonathan India being a big part of that run production. Take his over 1.5 bases tomorrow against Talon and the Chicago Cubs. Trey?
But I'm going to be going with Pablo Lopez here over 6.5 strikeouts versus the Blue Jays. If you're an avid watcher of the Bears Profit Plays channel, you know that I'm a huge Pablo Lopez fan, and he's been great all season long cashing this over bet for us. He's pitched in 10 games so far for Minnesota, and he's turned that into a 2-3 record with a 3.9 ERA. But more importantly for us, he's been striking out batters left and right. He's pitched in 60 innings so far and struck out 75 batters. That comes out to an average of 1.25 per inning. And with that trend alone, we just need him to pitch 5 2/3 for this number to hit. And he's pitched that deep in 7 of his 10 starts. But luckily for us, he has hit this 7 strikeout number in 8 out of those 10 starts too. So this number seems to be very low, but the books have just been pushing this bet out all season long, and we've just been throwing out the over, and it's been cashing. And I am a little worried about his matchup here against the Blue Jays because of their bats. But Lopez has been able to show that he can stack up the strikeouts, even going up against top offenses. He struck out 8 batters against the Padres and struck out 9 batters against the Angels. So if this number comes out at 7, I still love it. I love the pick up to 7.5 if we're being honest. So give me Pablo Lopez to go over 6.5 strikeouts versus the Blue Jays.
For my pitching prop today, I'm going to be taking Michael Wacha, under 2.5 earned runs going up against the New York Yankees. I talked about Michael a little bit on our site today as well because one of my plays for today is the Padres against the Yankees game. But I'm just going to throw you some stats over his last 4 games, and then I'm going to throw you some stats in his first 4 games this season. In his first 4 games of the season, he allowed 16 earned runs, 29 hits, in 20 1/3 inning. In his last 4 games pitched, he's allowed 1 earned run, 11 hits, and has pitched in 25 innings over that span of time. His turnaround this season has been amazing to watch. I blamed it at first on the opponents because he did face against some tougher opponents earlier in the season. But in the last game, he went up against the Boston Red Sox, who are the second best batting team in the MLB, and he allowed 0 earned runs against them. So this transformation that we have seen in the middle of the season is no joke. He's going up against the New York Yankees, who do have some power with Aaron Judge, but on the season, they are 23rd in the MLB in total batting average. I think this is a great play tomorrow, especially what we have seen from Michael over the last month or so of baseball. Give me Wacha, under 2.5 earned runs against the New York Yankees. All right, Trey, that'll do it for our MLB player props and game picks for Saturday, May 27th slated games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our Locks of the Week, which are written articles that go in depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.